Hello everybody, this is not the World of Warcraft, this is the world of Dwarf Fortress, and we are in some kind of number, episode 17, it might just be. I am back to my grumpy old self again, because things are not really working according to plan, not at least according to my plan. So I have been doing a lot of off recording uh, play, and let's have a look what's been happening. We have done some trading, and yeah, we do have a big human group coming to trade with us. That trade is already completed. We also have a bird. I think Tercel is a Tercel peregrine, sitting in um, somewhere, and we used to have, but he might already be dead. But we had a forgotten beast walking into our cave. Let's see. Nope. Nope. Um, what else? Yeah, we have had a small accident in that we lost a couple of. Where did that forgotten beast go? I'm not sure. He came and left the map, or got killed. But we've had two people dying, and one of them is actually uh, well, he was at least somewhere up around here. Maybe he has kind of floated out of the map. I'm not sure really. Both blah 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 clothes. Well, he was up in that corner before. I'm not sure where he is, but he is no more a marked dwarf. And actually, there's a second one who has been lost, and I don't know where he is. But anyways, what's been bothering me a lot is that the cloth industry isn't working, and more precisely, the production of dye isn't working. So that's a project that we are going to start, and I do have some kind of plan. As you can see, I've opened up a new area down this way, and this is going to be our indoor pasture. So all the jacks is now being moved down to this one, and this area up here will be for outdoor farming. And as you can see, trees are starting to pop up. They will struggle as there is a roof, so let's have them cut down. 2, 3, 4, and 5. And there might be some plant. Nope. D, P. Got the plants. Loads of it actually. So that's the second thing that needs to be done. We will need to do some digging out new areas for the cloth industry. I'm going to try to separate the cloth from the food industry. I've had a big scare because something went berserk with the production of booze. So I've set up two new stills. Something, I'm not sure, workflow or anything, because I was running short on alcohol. I was down to like 42 units, I think, before the humans came, and I kind of managed to kickstart the production of alcohol. Another problem is the distribution of alcohol and food, but that I think is a minor problem at the moment. There's also a problem with this stockpile, because this stockpile is for finished goods and finished goods only, and they are dragging these bins back and forth up to this cloud production area. So we need to find a solution for the production of finished goods. What should go where? We will most probably need to kind of separate different kind of finished goods to have to keep bins being dragged back and forth all the time, and keeping our dwarf busy with nonsensical work. This area is starting to look a bit more empty. The stockpiles are getting empty because I am slowly moving stuff out, so there's just animals and cages in this one, plus food, coins that are not really produced yet, weapon traps which we don't really produce, and armor that we don't produce as well. But we really need to start that one, because we will need to set up an army pretty soon, because we are going to get attacked. Not in the next 5 ticks, but sooner than we wish to. And we got an offer from the dwarfs to have us set up as a kind of autonomous whatever it is, but I said no to that one. But clearly that didn't help, because if we go to the nobles, you can see we now have a baroness of Roughness Covens, and I think that one was by heritage. We might have that. Yeah, Almost Granite Field, being the rightful heir, has inherited the position of Baroness of the Rough Covens. I'm not sure who the Rough Covens is, because we are these are the people we hang with. These are the dwarfs, and I don't think this is from the this is from the staff of seals. So I'm not sure who this Baroness gal is actually. We have the kobolds, we have the humans, who seems to be at war with the elves, and the elves correspondingly is at war with the humans. So let's hope they don't arrive to trade at the same time. But still no goblins to appear, but that will happen pretty soon, I guess. So our main concern, apart from setting up an army, fixing this, fixing the distribution of finished goods, is to set up our Baroness, because she will be grumpy if that isn't done properly. So I've just made a new save, so we will reconnect to our therapist, and let's have a look at our new gal baroness. So what she's all about. She is not a really skilled worker. She is a competent dyer, but not really shining. Um, she uh, um, has some kind of leader abilities. She could become a brooker and a bone carver and something else. Well, let's see what she likes. She likes, let's do like this. Sheep wool, nothing special. Giant porcupine tooth could be tricky. Mountain goat horn could be tricky. Hazel tree wood, we might have some. Live-in opal, mature bismuth optimant. But the most important thing is she is hot for buckets, and buckets is a very small problem. She will most probably mandate makings of buckets. Let's actually see if she has a mandate that prohibits us from exporting buckets. But buckets isn't our main trade. Um, she likes some kind of food and drink. She likes fire snakes. Let's hope. And she likes dogs. And talking of dogs, we now have a kind of working dog thing happening, because we have had some puppies born. We still have those cats that refuses to breed, and I've been looking for cats in a couple of trades, but no cats have been available. What more? Yeah. So there's lots of things to be done. The hospital is set up. I think the well got set up when you were with me the last time. If it wasn't, it now is. And the traction benches are done and put in place, and nobody's in the hospital. That is really good. And this one is new, queued up for smoothing. And have a look at this. Isn't it a beauty? Isn't it a beauty? So this is our big dining hall. We will feast after slaughtering or capturing or caging or whatever goblins and other evil creatures. Unfortunately, there's no statues, there's no chairs, there's no tables, there's no fancy stuff put in this one, but we will get to work with that as well. Further down this way, we have a glass industry prepared. We have a ceramic is the proper word, industry set up, and one level above, the gems, the soap industry, the leather industry, masons and crafts shops, carpenter, and another carpenter, and a bowyer. This stockpile is for furniture, and this one is for ammo. But we are still lacking for weapons and armor. So I'm not really sure where to start, but I think the main thing is to get that Baroness at least set up decent, and I think we will make her living quarters down this way, and I do have a kind of plan what to make. So this is going to be me scribbling and deleting and scribbling and deleting for a while. But I kind of have a plan on what I want to do. And the thinking is this one should be 11 in width. 11 minus 3 is 8. That gives us 4 on each side, so 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, that's right. And 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Like this. And then one door, one door, one door, and I'm thinking something like this, and this will get repeated on the other side. And you are clever guys, so we are going to do the same thing on the left, on the right side. And actually we might put in a couple of extra doors. Let's make it like kind of pointy. So we are going to have that one dug out. We actually need to do some more digging in other places as well, but let's have that one started. We actually need digging for everything that I want to do at the moment, except we should try to get the weapon and armor industry kind of going. But to get that one done, we will also need fluxstone, because or maybe not. Nope. We are going to make silly things to improve our guys. And we have been a bit unlucky that we don't have any proper weaponsmith coming. We don't have any proper armorsmith coming. And we don't have anything by way of furnace operator. So we will set up a couple of stockpiles for armor and weapon, and we will going to start to make stuff that will most likely be remelted. And I kind of failed with that one the last time, but see if we are more skilled this time to make that work. So here we go, quantum stockpiles once again. Here we go, P, and let's start with armor. Armor is of course not A, because armor is obviously D, whatever. So let's make PD. Where should that one go? 2, 3, 1. Let's make it one extra size. And one like no, Q. We are going to fiddle with the settings. We are not going to allow bins, of course, because this is quantum stockpiles, and we don't want bins. So S for settings and armor. We are going to allow for every piece, and we are not going to allow any other material. So we are going to forbid this, and or no, enable. Sorry, permit. We are going to have this one being we are going to be a bit more liberate this time. We are going to keep the we are going to remove the oh my misclicks, forbid, going to core quality. We are going to allow everything, but total quality we are going to say on this one we are going to remove standard, well crafted, finely crafted, and superior. Armor, other material is gone, and the 4 top ones are gone. The 4 top ones are gone. Yeah. So Q, Alt P, and that's a copy and the copy should have no bins. Let's recap this. This is the stuff that we are going to keep. So let's go and build a track stop. That one is going like this. And it is going to dump to the west. And that one will be made out of not any type of bars, not any types of lugs, but our good old mod stone, like this. We are then going to queue to set take from, and we are going to take from this one. Then it's time to set up a new route, and we are going to name that one HQ weapon. And we are going to set a new stop, and we remove everything, and we are going to make the same settings. No, F. H. This is of course armor. So H name high quality armor, and we are going to the stop, and we are going to define this one to enable this, to forbid this, and to total quality we are going to remove everything but exceptional and masterwork, and artifacts can go in this one as well. Then we are going to set a stockpile link from this one, and we are going to assign a vehicle, and this will be a persimmon wood minecart. Done. That feels right. So I am going to copy this one, and remove the bins, like this and like this. And we are going to settings, we are going to armor, we are going to total quality, and we are going to have the 4 top ones enabled, and we do the same on this one. Not core top. Enable, 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 enable. Remove, remove, remove. So build track stop like this, and mudstone, and you of course saw that I screwed up on this one. So B, C, S, and the dumping is the important thing. You can change that one afterwards if you screw up, but we might as well have it done properly on the first go. Set up and H name, low quality, or more. New stop, remove all the presets, enter, and enable forbid this, and remove these. And we are going to set a link, and we are going to assign a minecart. And you are screaming, so let's get this one done. Take from this. So the thinking now is the good stuff, the two top qualities including artifacts, will go in this one, and the not so good one will go in this one. Furthermore, let's do like this and see if I can get this to work. So let's choose this one because this is the low quality stuff, and let's press capital M, and that should have this stuff going to auto melt. And the thinking is we are producing armor. Some of them will be of good quality, a lot of it will be of not so good quality, and that stuff is going to get remelted, and in that way we will skill up the armor smith, and we will get good armor in due time. So what we will do now is these are produced. This one is producing iron bolts, and that is set on a workflow job. So that one can be kept, or actually yes, let's have that one on a separate one, because these two guys will be producing armor. But what kind of stuff do we want? Yes, we are going to start with iron because that's the basic. So what do we need? We need mail shirts, We need breastplates. We need greaves, helms, gauntlets, and high boots. That's 6. We are going to put those on repeat. And we are going to set this guy to do the same thing. So iron, mail shirt, breastplate, greaves, helm, gauntlet, high boots, and repeat as well. And hopefully this will produce some good stuff that we can keep. Still only iron. We will of course need to move up to steel once we get our weaponsmith skilled up a bit, but for the time being this is what we are going to do. We do need to make the same thing for the weapons, but I think I will set that one up, or well, let's do it. Is it room enough to do it like P weapon is P, so let's make one like this. Remove the bins, settings, to weapon and trap components. We are not going to do any of these. We are not going to make any of these, and we are not going to make any of these. So just metal, weapon, metal, and the quality we are going for is the 3 top ones. And copy this one and make a new one and remove the bin. B, C, S, and we are going to dump to the south, and let's find some more logs. What? Bars, pewter bars, gold, silver, bars, woodstone. Now I'm a bit unsure if I got this one set up right, but we will we'll check that one out once it's set up. This one is now properly done, so we can do this was the high quality, right? Yeah, this is the high quality one. So H root name high quality weapon, and let's do a new stop. X this out, enable, forbid, 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 and have these removed, properly done, and set a new link like this, and add a vehicle. And we are actually starting to run a bit low on minecarts, I think. Yeah, we do. So we need to queue up some more of those. So this is high quality weapons, and take from this one. And we could put this one next to this one to make it look tidy, but it would make more sense to have it up this way, because this is the stuff that's going to get remelted. So let's do it. Alt P, and remove settings, and have this reversed, and let's have this one reversed as well. And B, capital C, capital S, like no, capital S. It's so easy to forget this one. We're going to dump to the north. Boom. And let's find our trusty mudstone. Like this. And H. Route. Name. No quality weapon. New stop, and remove this, and we need to make our settings for the low quality stuff. Forbid, 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 and remove. Done. And we are going to set a link, and we are going to assign a new minecart. Done. And not to forget, we want this to be on auto melt. I would love it if you could go to this one. These are set for melt jobs, but all the melt jobs are completed at the moment. I would love if you can go. Well, you can. Add melt object or repeat. So I actually think we have this set up apart from one tiny thing, and we actually need to make the weapons. and we are going to make weapons and ammunitions. We are going to make them out of iron, and we are going to make crossbows, maces, spears, short swords, warhammers, battle axe, and all those on repeat. And so are you. Yeah, that's all of them. Repeat. Repeat. No! Like this. I think that is actually properly done, but we need to wait for the wagons to be or rather the minecarts to be shifted in, and we need people to come down and get this business started. So we do have an armor and we do have a weapon industry kind of started at the moment. We do have loads of stone sitting in this spot, and I'm going to do a big B, no, D, B. I'm going to reclaim all this. So people who needs to make stuff out of stone and stuff have things close by, because most of the business that uses stone is up in this area, and the game obviously went bonkers to try to move all that stuff. That was maybe not that brilliant. Let's go and do a DB forbid actually on half of that, or rather to 3/4, 3/4 of that stuff. This has started a big hauling job, and I actually want these guys to be concentrating on making bars. I want these guys to become proficient weaponsmiths, and I want these guys to be our main armor smiths. So let's have them free from any hauling, so that they can concentrate on upping their skills. See what's happening with this. This is kind of getting done slowly. We are kind of suffering on the frame rate at the moment. I'm not really sure if we are going to get stuck in the same way that we did in the last game. I hope we won't. We still do have the trade caravan, and that tends to bog down the system quite a bit. And as mentioned before, there's a lot of digging to be done for different things to be set up. we need to go out and do some major hunting for ore as well. But we kind of need to have this Baroness lady set up at least decently before we make new priorities. Barrels are done. Let's actually queue up some more mine carts and make them out of wood. And let's make, I think 10 will be okay. So once this one is dug out, we could actually, no, that would be in another episode. This episode will end soon. Once this has been dug out, I will put out a digging job up close to the food and cloth industry, because I want to remake that one completely. And so many things to do. I want to set up the outdoor farming as well, but I think that's a way away. We have at least have had our jacks moved down to this area now, so that is fine. As mentioned, the cloth industry is kind of broken, and let's have a look. Yeah, the alcohol seems to be going okay now. I was really scared when we were touching down to like 40, and for every time I checked, we lost like 5-10 units, and nothing was happening. But that one seems to be okay. I'm not sure what went wrong. I removed the workflow job because I had a workflow job for brewing plants, and I have workflow job for brewing fruits, and I'm not sure if they collided or if they took each other out or whatever. But now we have people actually doing stuff, so that is now fine. And this one is dug out, so this one is now going to get dumped. That is done, and we are going to have this one smoothed out and engraved as soon as possible, because we need to get this one set up. And actually we don't need to. I think it's only the interior that is important. So actually it did come out about as I figured it would do, but maybe I would have loved to have like an extra wall to make it like a square and 3 pointers going out, but as it's now done, it will be kept this way. So stuff is getting hauled out. I'm not sure how we are on stocks when it comes to tables. Yeah, I forgot to tell you one thing. This is level 1. This is the center. So on every 20th level, I have put in a small dining room, which is not a meeting area, and a small dormitory. So on level 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 119, because there was a lot of caves and stuff in the way, and on, yeah, I think it's like 5 or 6 of those. Here's another one, here's another one, here's none, and here's one. And this one ended up a bit off, but it's still on the track between the lower levels and the higher levels, so it should work out, I think, hopefully. What I would love to do, actually need to make a digging job, because I would like to have this yellow autoclass for making furniture for the big dining room. I do have a plan for that one. So let's see, is this a cave layer? I don't think it is. Let's see on what levels do we have autoclass. Autoclass is between level 131 and 17, maybe 16. So let's say 120-ish. And actually this is cobaltite. It could be nice to have both, actually. But you never know what you are going to find on different levels. This is 124. Autoclass. And where's the cobaltite? Cobaltite is between 126 and 117. So let's say 121. Well, this doesn't look too promising, does it? Let's go for 124. 124 should hold both cobaltite and autoclass. So let's go for dig. We are going to see my sheet. Dig vein. So this is all autoclass. And this should earn us some cobaltite. So let's have this dug out, and while we're at it, we could, before we end this episode, we are going to do one more thing, and that is set up a final stockpile. And furniture, this is a stone stockpile. Let's Let's copy this one. Put this one and this one and this one. This will be the final thing, then we'll close this one. So this will hold stone, other stone, forbid, autoclass, search, cobaltite, and let's be lazy, px q p like this. And this time we are going to go for max wheelbarrows, not in this one. And how are we on wheelbarrows? Stocks. That's a tricky one. Where did we find this one? Tools, toys, copies, flask, traps. Da 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 da. Da. Pans, buckets, traps, stones, animals, coins, bars, logs, blah 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 blah. I can't see it. Ah, GM Q. Wood. Let's make 10 more of those as well. So these are now set up to just cater for autoclass and cobaltite. And let's be setting up this one to deliver to the east. Our trusty mudstone H. New route name yellow and blue. New stop, define and stone, forbid search autoclass, search cobaltite, and set link, escape, and a minecart. Q, take from this one and take from this one. So when we now soon will have a stockpile for autoclass and cobaltite, we can link that to one or two of our masons and have them do just nice yellow and blue chairs for our swanky big dining room. That's the plan. So the minecarts get delivered and the wheelbarrows get delivered, and the digging will soon be done up on level 120-ish. So loads of cobaltite. We will most likely hit some autoclass on this level as well, I think. 122, let's have another look. 122. Autoclass. Yeah, we might do, and we do have the cobaltite on that one as well. So that will be swanky nice once it gets started. And actually we are finding some gems as well. So I think we actually, and these guys are now leaving, and that should help our frame rate a bit. So we are actually getting started on the weapon and armor. We are getting started on getting our swanky dining room, and we are starting to prepare for our Baroness to get her dwellings set up. I am actually going to we have a smoothing job going here, but that has a lower priority, so I'm going to stop this one. Shut down, go and get the ladies' room set up. I will catch you in the next episode, where we will continue to set up the quarters for our Lady Baroness, where we will see if our operation with armor and weapon is going as smoothly as I hope. And in the next episode I will try to get the cloth industry and food industry sorted out. Let's have a look how we go with alcohol. Yes, we are on the rise again. Good. Catch you in the next episode, and bye bye.